Good evening from here at the ballpark in Jackson, and welcome to tonight's edition of Generals on Deck. I'm Chris Harris. Tonight, game number 4 of the 5-game series with the Huntsville Stars. We're joined today on Generals on Deck with Generals head groundskeeper Marty Wallace. It's been a very busy couple of days for you, but this field is in fantastic shape.
Thank you, Chris. It has been a very eventful homestand, also eventful couple weeks. We had the OVC tournament, and the weather we've had here lately has not been easy.
I have to ask you, this month of May, how many days have you had off, not been at this field?
0. I've been here every day the month of May. Last Sunday, luckily, the OVC tournament got over on Saturday, came in for a couple hours, fertilized, turned on the irrigation, and then gave everything else a break because I needed a break too.
What's the biggest issue with playing so many games like they had in the OVC tournament, now playing more Southern League games here? What's the biggest issue with your field when you have so many games being played on it, plus dealing with the weather?
Well, the grass gets worn down. It just stresses out. Every now and then, it's just like a human being. We need a break. It needs some stress relieved, and the infield gets really compacted, just where areas or players are standing completely and just compacting it very much.
This is your second year here in Jackson. Before you came here, you were at the University of Tennessee. You took care of Neyland Stadium. Tell me about your experience there in Knoxville.
My experience in Knoxville was one that you'll never forget. I mean, when you bring that up, it still gives me cold chills because I grew up a Tennessee fan, and just taking care of it and taking pride in it. And I try to carry that here. Even though this is not Neyland Stadium, I treat it like I'm working just like I was there, and, just taking pride in the work. And that's what all the guys up there do, and they're very good. And what I learned from them is what I try to apply here too.
You did have a chance, though, to use your football knowledge here last year, as we had the high school football jamboree here last year. How was that, the planning for that, and then trying to get it back ready for baseball after we played the jamboree?
Luckily, my staff helped me out quite a bit, and a couple guys in the front office helped out quite a bit, laying the field out. And honestly, like you said, I treated it for those 3 days like it was Neyland Stadium, even though it wasn't. And then as soon as the game was over, it was time to get it ready for Generals baseball.
All right, let's go back to like a day like yesterday with the bad weather. A cloud just pops up. It rains for about 30 minutes. There dumps over an inch of rain probably in that span. Tell me about your communication when you have to get everybody down to get the tarp on the field. What you do, what your process is, talking to the managers, talking to our general manager, Jason Compton, as well.
Luckily, Jason and I and one of my guys on staff, Philip, we all communicated with the managers, the umpires, and then my staff just jumped in and got everything done where we could do, and everybody just jumped in together and got what needed to be done and got it ready to play baseball.
There's a picture now of you. It's on the General's blog of you laying on your belly over there trying to basically unstop a drain down there on the third base line on the warning track. Tell me about that and what was going on.
Honestly, I didn't even think about what was going on. I just knew that I had to get the drain unclogged so we could get the water up so we could play baseball, because everything else was dry except the warning track. We had to get warning track dry, and you just had to hop down and get it done.
I know you have to deal with the umpires as well, and I know they want a good, clean playing surface to play on, and you were going right down there to the end to get that thing cleaned up.
Yes, sir. I told somebody after it, I said, I've never been out on the field or had somebody out on the field with the tractor putting out warning track mix right before the national anthem. I mean, 2 minutes before the national anthem, the tractor's going off, and the tractor was almost on the field during the national anthem. That was a first for me. But, like I said, my guys jumped in, and we got it all done, and we played baseball.
He's had some battle scars as well. A battle scar yesterday, you noticed right there on his left cheek. That came from the tarp yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, when the tarp started blowing up, we had some guys going out to put some more weights, but about the time they were going out to put more weights, it started blowing up. Again, instinct, just going to jump on the tarp. About the time I jumped on the tarp, boom, hit the dirt. So I've got some conditioner scars now.
And we had, 60-mile-an-hour winds with that tarp trying to handle that. We almost had a tarp NAMI situation like they had in the Smokies last year.
Yeah, thankfully we didn't have that. It would have been bad if we did, but luckily we had enough weight and enough guys. Like I said, my staff jumped on it, didn't hesitate. It was Helen. They sit there through it, and like I said, the front office staff came down and got on it. So you got to credit my staff and the front office staff for helping make sure we didn't have another tsunami like they had in Tennessee.
Well, not only a skunk wrangler as well, won't get into that, but this is Marty Wallace. He is the turf manager, grad groundskeeper here for the Jackson Generals, does a terrific job. Hey, Marty, thanks for taking some time.
Thank you, Chris.
All right. That's Marty Wallace. This has been Generals on Deck. Enjoy the game.